So it's been a very, very long time since we've had Avatar content, or I guess Avatar media as a whole. I mean, sure, we had the live action remake, but I don't really take that too seriously, to be honest. No disrespect to the people who play in that show. I just don't like live action remakes. Like, just because One Piece was successful, the live action remake of that one, doesn't mean that everything else is just going to be successful. So, I mean, this movie is the first original Avatar media we've had in a long time since Legend of Korra. So you can safely say that I was very excited for this film. With that in mind, though, to give a brief explanation of the story, Aang, I believe he's in his 20s in this movie. Um, he pretty much brought peace. This is at the start when he starts to build Republic City, and he's still struggling with the loss of his people, just like in the original TV show. Then he discovers through an encounter with the Denied that there is a way to bring back his people using some sort of staff by meeting Taga, a old airbender from a thousand years ago. Finds out there's a staff that can bring back his people, or that can give people airbending. From there, they all go on an adventure, essentially. See, the story's very simple, which can be a detriment depending upon who you ask, but just me personally, I don't think it's that bad. The only thing I will say about the story is that there's just not enough time. There's just not enough time. I don't know why there wasn't, but I felt like this movie should have had a bit more time, especially since it's been so long since we've seen these characters, and I feel like in the movie they didn't really interact in the same way they did on the TV show. I felt like in this movie they weren't as friendly with each other. They weren't as. It just didn't feel as Team Avatar as it could have been. However, with that in mind, animation, beautiful. Everyone's gonna tell you that. Anyone who's watched this movie will tell you that the animation is beautiful. I will even go on record to say that this film will probably be the one of the best animated looking films of the year, for sure, 100%. Maybe I'm glazing a bit, recency bias and all that, but I genuinely believe that the backgrounds look beautiful. The fight scenes are fantastic. They really go all out when it comes to the look of this movie, to how they fight. It's definitely a piece. It's definitely eye candy for sure. Talking about characters, the main villain, Taga. Spoiler alert. He's I like him, or at least I listen. Any villain that's an airbender, in my opinion, is always cool. Ever since I've seen Legend of Korra and Zahir, I've always liked the idea of an airbender or certain airbenders being villains. I just think it's a cool concept. Taga himself, or a farmer, a cool character. My only thing that I will say is that didn't really. Again, this is a problem with the movie overall is that there's not enough runtime, and it really sucks because I think if they fleshed out this character a bit more, it could have been very interesting. Again, I really wish that this movie had more time to give every character their time to shine. I also think that the voice acting was a bit off to me. Like, look, I'm not gonna throw too much shit because, to be honest, I think the voice acting, while not the best, I think is not bad. I'm just confused as to why they couldn't just get the original cast, or at least some of the original cast, to reprise their roles. Like, you're seriously telling me you couldn't get Dante to revoice Zuko? Like, that to me is what kind of like bothered me. Because this is like, I don't know, man. It just feels off. It'll stick out like a sore thumb if you're a fan of Avatar. The fights were cool. I will say though, and especially during the final fight of the film, it does get a bit anime shonen type of timing. which while me personally, I'm a fan of. I mean, I love shonen. It's what got me into cartoons and just this medium in general. It doesn't really fit into Avatar as a whole. It just doesn't. It's a bit more. I don't know if I'd say realistic, but a bit more tame. And I think trying to have these crazy fights, it kind of takes away a bit from the setting and what we saw before. But that's just me. Point is that this movie is not perfect, but I'm still glad that it exists because at least we get some new Avatar stuff going on here. Again, the movie was enjoyable. That is what I will say, despite its flaws. And I do hope that with the reveal of Seven Havens, I'm hoping that can kind of ride the wave that this movie made and kind of bring Avatar back to the forefront of people's minds. Because I do like this series. I do like this franchise and I want it to succeed. It's just a shame with what happened with the movie getting leaked, getting pushed back, Paramount seeming to not care about this franchise as it maybe should. But again, these are my personal gripes. That being said, see you in the next one.